Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, we hope everything with you is copacetic. We hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful month. Also, we'd like for you to continue to support us. You know, we're trying to reach that 2,000. Please help us. We're almost there. And with your help, we can get there like tunes. We would like to have it by the first of the year.
Yes.
That's what we would like to have, right?
Yes.
Baby Crone, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I would just love to say that as this end of the year is wrapping up, we would just like to wish you guys a happy winter solstice.
Do you want to do it?
Yes, I do.
Let's go. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice and a whole brand new year. We wish you that. Thank you for supporting us. Mwah. Peace and season's greetings.
Yes.
Sunflowers.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Oh, we literally have sunflowers now. Don't worry, I won't cover these sunflowers with K-pop, so it will be over here on this side. But recently, a family member gifted us sunflowers, and it is very perfect, and I just wanted to show it off to you guys and bring it to your attention. Anyway, now that we've gotten the sunflowers out of the way for you sunflowers out there, and honestly, thank you. Now that I have your attention, I would just like to really thank you guys for your comments. Even though I am really, really bad at responding to your comments, I do appreciate all of them. I do read all of them, I promise. Even though you don't get a response, I have at least read your comment twice. Yes, at least read your comment twice, okay? So I apologize. I will get better at it, but please keep commenting. I'm glad that we have a regular fan base that tunes in for the K-pop recaps. I really do appreciate that, guys, because I do put a lot of effort into this portion of K-pop because I really just love K-pop, and I just love to share for the love of K-pop, for honestly. But yes, speaking of which, let's talk about what's trendy in K-pop, right? Sticky. Now, I know I talked about Sticky last episode, but it has evolved. We have more players added to the game. We have Kelly, who has now redone her Sticky performance or dance cover. I'm not sure what you should call it. Redo her trend. And in the caption, I really love that. I really love Kelly Kim. It's okay. But what she said in the captions was, okay, enough practicing. So this was her actually doing the dance. So I guess I'll put the before and the after so that way you can see Kelly Kim practicing on live. I guess somebody requested that. I guess she does live dancing on TikTok. I guess it's another way to keep the audience engaged with her content and keep her dancing, because now the fan base has completely taken a 180 or 360 on Kelly Kim, and they are in love with her. They're just like, oh my God, she was trolling us this entire time. She can dance. She was just doing that for clout, okay? I really didn't have much to say. Like I said, I just report the facts. Yes, I may have just said she was just the visual and you just want to question why she's there. I still don't see the improvement, but I do. Well, I don't see her being like star level just quite yet, but the dancing is less cringe. Let's just put it that way. So if that's her way of saying that she has evolved from being on the survival show and applying what she has learned on this survival show, then congrats to her. I'm glad for that, because at least we're seeing some type of improvement. But if it was just for trolling and just her playing the algorithm because she knows how to play the algorithm, then okay, that's just what it was too. But we're just gonna really have to judge how she performs when the group debuts. And I think they were practicing because she's did like behind the scenes after practicing with some of the girls that I think I've seen her train with during. I really didn't follow that survival show, but now there's a bunch of survival shows popping up on TikTok. Okay, TikTok survival shows for K-pop is becoming a trend, and I'm not gonna hop in on the next one in terms of contesting, but I would definitely love to be like one of those judges that gets to like that's how invested I am in dancing. Okay. Anyway, yes, so that has happened. Another thing that has also happened in the sticky trend. Meow. Suin and Go On finally participated in Sticky. I'm going to be honest, I was disappointed. I was highly disappointed. I mean, they performed, yes, they did good, but in comparison to the other girls that I've seen do Sticky, they underperformed. They actually almost fell to the category of how the guys performed on the lower end tier. When if you look back at my video when it started tailing towards the end, I was strategic. I put it in an evolution of who I thought was pretty good down to who was just meh. So that's where Meow fell. I'm sorry. It was kind of disappointing. I am still waiting for Mark and Jisung from NCT to do their participation. Okay. Hop on the SM. Anyway. Another group that has participated in the trend is MX. I don't think I've talked about them on this group. I definitely love them. I believe they made Dice, and that was like my repeat. Like when they released that or their song. No, it was their songs with like the two dots and like the circle. Making that ooh face. Yeah, that was delicious. Chef's Kiss, whatever album, their debut. Anyway, and Mix is just so good. Okay. Their performance was okay and Sticky. I mean, yeah, they did. I enjoyed NMIX, honestly. I don't watch them enough to judge their dancing as much, but whatever their debut was, I definitely loved. So I just put them in here because I definitely will follow them whenever they release release music because I will follow the group. But another group, which I'm going to be talking about later, is UDTT, which stands for Wu Dang Tang Tang Girls. Where does the Wu come from with the U? I don't know, but okay. They are a pre-debut group, and they have participated in Sticky. Yes, this group is very promising. I definitely followed this account. I can't wait for UDTT to debut, honestly. Their song Retry, their pre-release song or their pre-debut song Retry, go check it out. It was great. I'm definitely going to be following these girls, and I can definitely say I've been there since pre-debut. I was almost like that for a tease, which... Speaking of a tease, I really love the fact that a tease is doing reactions to how their not idols, but their fan base is doing to Ice on My Teeth. Some of their reactions are like really priceless because they're just like because I just love to see K-pop idols interact with their fan base. So not only am I glad that these idols get to participate on TikTok and be doing trends and we get to see them interact more and have fun and basically be their age. I also get the fact that they also get to use the social media aspect of it and get to react to their fan base, doing creations, dancing, doing trends. Like I literally love that. So whoever a tease is under, I take advice. Every other K-pop company do. I know there are some others. I'm not sure if Twice was one, but there are a few others, or Espa was one. I'm not quite sure, but let's just normalize reacting to your fan base, because that's a really great interaction. Okay, now that I've gotten a tease out the way and gotten the sticky evolution out the way, I don't know who else is going to be coming out next. Each episode, if there is somebody new added to the list, I'm going to bring it. So, speaking of trends going around on K-pop, which I did not think I was going to have to talk about this, but I didn't realize this was a trend, which is Push to Start by Tyla. It's apparently a trend. I've seen at least 3 idols do it so far. Particularly, I put Stacy in here because I enjoy Stacy. They're like one of my favorite K-pop girl groups out there. So when I get a chance to share Stacy, I will share Stacy. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to put too much videos for Push to Start because I quite haven't seen the trend like that. But I just know it's something going around that I quite haven't followed. But I definitely followed Sticky. So I'm not sure if there's a little bit of bias there on that one. But moving on to what's getting popping on TikTok. Twice is promoting strategy, and I'm loving it. Okay, I'm enjoying the fact that they are posting their individual dances. They're showing off like outfits of the day, or like showing off like their outfits that they are like dressed for this concept. I also I'm kind of quite curious. You know how like they do like their little side kick, and then they're like leg down, and then they do the little swoop with the leg. That part seems familiar when they do the swoop with the leg. I feel like they have seen that choreography before. It's very, I'm not sure if it's Twice I've seen it from, or if it's from another K-pop group that's like second or even first gen. But or if maybe if it's just another girl group that has done that. But it just seems Twice-esque, and I just feel like I've seen Twice do it. Because Twice just has that elegance, that beauty, that grace to the choreography. And honestly, props to Twice for still being around in their 30s. Also, props to Red Velvet as well out there. But it's weirdly nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie, because so many of the K-pop idols that are debuting or promoting right now are in their 20s. So to see Twice towards their, like, I mean, you could say Blackpink too, but they're like 26 to 27. But if we want to talk about Twice, I think a majority of them are like 29 to like in their early 30s. So it's almost nostalgic to see Twice still around, kicking from third, maybe even second gen, and now still around in fifth gen. Props to Twice and other groups that are doing that too. But because of their age, I can't help but sit there and think about how great it is and nostalgic it is to see them perform on stage at their age, because they could have been disbanded. They could have gone and done their separate ways. They could have gone into acting. They could have chose to get married, date, have children. They could have chose to have a life. But they are still here promoting and choosing the love of K-pop and the love of fans. And they just stand as K-pop's, like, Korea's girl group. I'm not sure if they've been replaced by some other new gen girl group, but Twice, when I was in K-pop in 2018 to 2021, Twice was Korea's girl group, and they are standing by that name. So in that way, I am really glad to see that they are still kicking and still promoting, and strategy is just beautiful. And I'm also glad to see that I forget her name exactly, but I hate to bring attention to people's weight, but I just really glad to see that she's enjoying herself. She's, even though she might be wearing clothes that cover her body, which I completely understand because of the netizens or fake fans. I completely understand of that, but I'm just glad that she's enjoying herself. She's still smiling. It's just beautiful to just see all the girls just there, just being themselves. It's just beautiful to see twice, honestly. I don't know how much I could fathom how beauty it is to see them perform and dance. So I will move on from that. Speaking of dancing and speaking of people hating on Kelly Kim, let's talk about the hate that was happening to Anyan from Baymon or Baby Monster. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of seeing her dance. Okay, no hates, but it's kind of they're drilling in Anyan in that she can dance drip. Like, I'm almost, as much as I love drip, I'm almost tired of seeing drip in Anyan come up on my feed. And I'm not hating on anybody that's out there. People love her. Biases, totally get that. But it's just the fact that now that she has gotten all this hate, it's like they're trying to drill in the fact. Now she's all smiley. Now she's all dancy. After she was like in that like weird hate space, now she's come emerged, and now it's like she's come full circle, and they're trying to show us and like bring to our attention, hey, Anyan actually can dance. Look at her. And they're being so strategic where they're only showing her and none of the other members. Okay, sure, if I go through their feed, they're showing other members, but it just seems weird that my TikTok feed is only popping up with Anyan. Okay, I don't know if that's just because I've watched Anyan videos just to get videos for my TikToks, but I don't love Anyan like that. Okay, I'm not that obsessed with her dancing. It was TikTok. It was just honestly just to show, just to get some video evidence of people comparing, and people are still comparing her dancing. So she's just not going to win, honestly. So with that, I got what I had to get with dripping onion out of my system. Let's talk about Rose and how she's in New York. I'm not sure if she's left New York, but she was promoting in New York with Jimmy Fallon. Well, she didn't perform with Jimmy Fallon. She performed on the Jimmy Fallon show. And it was kind of funny because apparently she switched up the verses and the fans were kind of like shook by it. And people are suspecting that she like purposely did that because she said, well, now you guys know the way of the game. So I guess that's like her way of saying like this is the roller coaster. But can we talk about something for a quick hot second? I saw these photos of Rose right before I came on to record this video, and I need you guys to tell me, does Rose look happy? Like, I'm not trying to, like, everything I say is allegedly. I'm not trying to speculate here, but like, now that she's out of Blackpink, which I completely find it's a complete double standard that Rose gets to drink, but Jennie cannot smoke. But whatever. I'll get back to Jennie and Rose actually. But Rose is out here drinking. I know Apatu is a drinking game that she created, so she's sharing her love for drinking. And her album Rosie is all about a heartbreak. Are we putting the two and two puzzle pieces here together that maybe Rose has developed a drinking habit? Maybe not a habit, but a love for drinking after her heartbreak? Because these pictures, I'm not sure if that's just because we're seeing her drunk visibly, or if she's trying to masquerade something but I'm not quite sure. I'm really not quite sure. I have a huge question mark on these pictures I just saw of Rose. But guess what? Rose and New York, what? Rose and Ginny were spotted in New York together. I'm glad to see that they are hanging out together. Where's Lisa? I'm just saying, where's Lisa? I'm not trying to start any drama here, but I just wanted to point that out. And also, people are suspecting that whoever was her actor for her stand-in boyfriend for the music video Toxic, they're thinking that they're dating now. And also, I'm not sure if people are serious or not, if Rose and Bruno are dating, because I'm not sure where this jealousy is coming from, or if like they like misconstrue Bruno's humor. I'm not quite sure. But people are now crazed and obsessing with who is Rose dating. I listen. When I wrote the cards, I personally did not think she was dating anybody. Not saying that she's still in that heartbreak moment either, even though I was just speculating that maybe she could be feeling some type of way. I'm just saying that I think Rose is in this position where she's, like they say, healing out loud. But that's some Rose news to put out there. Now, let's talk about Riz or Rise. Shotaro with his dance cover for Yee's Click. Bro, when I tell you I saw that, and listen, I love Yee. I love Kanye. Kanye just has that beat. When I heard that song, I felt like it was Kanye-esque. And then I even looking at the music video or like dance performance, the way they had the backup dressers dance was so Kanye-esque. It was just so Kanye written. It was great. And Shataro embodied that choreography. Like he ate, he devoured, he lived that. He became Yee. He channeled Kanye. Like, great. It was beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, that's all I really had to say. I am definitely going to have to check out whoever this Riz is, okay? Because if they have a dancer like that, I can only assume the rest of the members can dance just like that. And if that's the case, I got to hop in on that because, they must have some really good sick choreography. I got to check out Riz. Anyway. Whew. Now that I've talked about some things that I've enjoyed about K-pop, let's start taking it a little bit more serious, start taking it and looking at, before we get too serious, let's now migrate into the fact that I would like to talk about Cat's Eye, because I'm not sure if I just recently subscribed to Cat's Eye, not subscribed, but followed Cat's Eye on TikTok, but they're popping up on my feed a whole lot more, and they're starting to get a soft spot for me. I love it, and Moana, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, but the one that I just said was a pretty visual, and she was there to fill a particular quota. I enjoy her. I'm not gonna lie. I never did not enjoy her, but like getting to see her personality, I am loving it. And honestly, she is keeping up with the choreography, and that's all that matters. Keeping up with choreography means being in synchronization with your members. And if all your members are in synchronization, then I don't care who's under, I don't care who has like dancing talent. Okay, that just means you are all able to basically, like they say, share one brain cell. So because of that, that's what I look for. So if I am, so even because, sorry, because I saw this Japanese TikTok trend, was it? I'm not sure. But even though there were some members that were visually giving more energy, they were all cohesive. They were all in sync. And yes, I will say in sense of energy, she was the one lacking, and that's probably why they put her off to the side. You know how they are strategic in putting the one that lacks the most dancing always happens to be farther in the back or to the side, and when they are in the front, they are in the front for choreography that they do, or if they are in the front, they make sure they master that particular part because they know they're going to be in camera, so they're going to dedicate all their energy to all that movement. So it is strategic how these companies maneuver these idols when they're dancing on stage. So that could have been strategically placed that she was back there. But across the board, I watched it and scanned it. They were all in unison. So because of that, I also enjoy that they had a wig try-on session with Danny, was it? Yeah, these girls are literally out here being so random, kikiing, having fun, and I'm loving that. Like, yes, they're K-pop idols and they're dancers, but they also are just teenagers or young adults, and they just want to enjoy social media just like anybody else, be normal human beings. And I really love whatever company Cat's Eye is under. Let me guess, is it hard? Yeah, whatever company Cat's Eye is under, I'm really glad that they are being, well, they are allowed to enjoy social media. Now, before we get into the last two topics I have to talk about, Stray Kids has released a song called Walking on Water. And please inform me, Strays, when did Stray Kids become a rap group? Like, that was just straight up rap. Like, if I had to compare them, that was like early BTS. Like, that's the kind of energy of rap that they gave me. Like, no, like, what was it? Like, No More Monster, something like that by BTS. Like, that's what it was giving me. I love it though. I mean, I was completely jarred at first. It wasn't, especially when we got to the chorus. I was just like, wait, what? I'm like, this, I'm just like, I was just like, I was so jarred that I was just like, are they singing English or Japanese, Korean? I'm like, what? But by the second verse, I finally got my footing. And whoever came in through like that second verse, like after the first chorus, in between the first chorus and the second chorus, whoever was rapping in that span, loved them. They sold me Walking on Water. I actually want to see Stray Kids promote this. I am actually going to watch Stray Kids promote Walking on Water, and I hope the choreography matches the aesthetic that this song gave. Oh, I know Stray Kids. I know Stray Kids can match this. I know Stray Kids can match this. My favorite Stray Kids song is No More Voices. Oh, sentimental song that just strikes the core hearts. Okay, I love Stray Kids. So with that, also it was kind of like 90s hip hop inspired, which, you know, I'm always going to, even though I don't like to bring on it, but to always bring attention to the fact that I'm aware that K-pop takes influences from, but who really cares, right? It was good. It was great. So, like I said earlier, there's a new girl group out there that I want to bring to your guys' attention that is currently in the process of, what can we say, debuting? Yeah, we'll say in the process of debuting. Called UDTT, or Wudang Tang Tang Girls. That it almost gave like BTS with Bangtan Boys. But yeah, I can't wait to like see them. I love when like K-pop girl groups do like this cool aesthetic. It's literally like this boss feminine alpha female, like boss woman vibe, like female empowerment. I don't know how to place it. It's what do they call that? Girl crush? Because I love girl crush. Because Wiki Mickey, girl crush. Wiki Mickey, na 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 na. Oh my gosh, don't like it, don't like it. Wiki Mickey, I'm so picky. There we go. Picky. Yes, picky was like the epitome of Wiki Mickey for me. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I love Girl Crush, apparently. So because of that, I hope these girls deliver. Their vocals were great. Their visuals were great. They can dance. Like I said, I saw them do Sticky, and if you can perform Sticky and match with these other girls that I've seen do Sticky, then you are a dancer. Like if you can get Kiss of Life level of Sticky, then we are dancers here. Like if you can get level of a tease kind of dancing, then we are dancers. But speaking of girl and guy groups, there is a huge conspiracy going on that it would be remiss of me to not mention it, about the fact that people are, I don't have much evidence to say on this, but there was one particular video that I saw that said that, and there were some guys on there that was outperforming girl groups in their dancing. And there was actually even another one that I had actually included in one of my earlier episodes of K-pop recaps, where I kind of felt like dude was completely over dancing with Viz with the bum 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 push it bum 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 push it. Yeah, I da 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 da. Yeah, that I completely felt like that dude was completely over dancing. But when I saw Hoshi, like we know Hoshi from 17 can dance. Like come on. It's no question. 17 is Chef Kiss top tier dancers. You know how I feel about 17. But the girls of Ellis Firm did keep up with Hoshi, but it did seem like they were definitely competing with Hoshi. Even this one member from TBZ, apparently, I'm not familiar with them, Karina, definitely kept up, but it also felt like she was trying to keep up too. Her hair was flying everywhere. She was like she had to get her hair like, oof, dude, I'm tired. Like I had to keep up here. Let me keep it pretty though. I was like, Jesus. I'm just like, these guys. The girls blend in so nicely with the guy choreography, but like when it comes to guys doing girl choreography, they are really tryhards. Like just like I get it. You're trying to be masculine. That's what it is. They're just like they don't want to be like or like shaking booty. They're just like, no, they're just like masculine. And I'm like, bruh, okay, we get it. You don't want to be gay. Okay, we get it. But it's the name of the game here. You're supposed to be embodying a concept. You're actors, right? Act feminine, okay? There's no need to outcompete girl. It's their choreography. Why are you trying to outperform them in their choreography? By doing that, you unintentionally brought attention to yourself by not blending in. Anyway, I all that I hate to say, I still want to see guys and girls collaborate. Don't let like these internet people stop these collaborations happening, because I enjoy to see co-ed collaborations. Don't let this discrepancy of over competing, trying to be hyper masculine so that way they're not considered gay, because that's completely what it is. It's just anyway. Time to bring it down to the real controversy that's going on here. And I just have to take a moment to call up Mr. JYP himself. Why are you responsible for VCHA? Like, why? You was like the model. He was like the model of a great CEO. How did this happen? How? Please inform me. Please inform me how Mr. JYP himself allowed child abuse to happen. Okay? It can't be JYP. It can't be Mr. JYP himself. It has to be us Americans. It has to be us. It just can't be. Right? It just can't be JYP has allowed this to happen. Mr. Own Twice. Mr. Owns Itzy. Mr. Owns who else out there? No, it can't be JYP. No, it cannot be him. It just cannot. Right? Like as much as I'm about to I'm so nervous because I know SM has a past that they buried that I'm low-key not acknowledging about the whole racism or xenophobia, but like come on now. Like SM is like top tier still for me. So like if I thought I never suspected JYP, like JYP was like a competitor for SM. But now that this has came out about JYP, he is like right down there with YG and HYBE. So all of them need to get out of the big three. And that only leaves SM. And I'm being honest, I know SM has a past. So not even SM deserves to be up there in the big three, but they don't have controversies going on right now. So I would just like to know, how is it that VCHA has had members go through psychological abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse? It's new genes all over, apparently. We have them developing EDs. We have them trying to take attempts on their lives. We have them performing while injured, which therefore prolonged the injury against the doctor's recommendations. We see clearly visible evidence of them being sleep deprived. All the members on set completely sleep deprived and falling asleep, yet trying to play it off and still being cute. Okay, but and please acknowledge, please somebody enlighten me. How is it that the girls are $500,000 in debt? They are not getting paid. They get whatever little crummy change that the company gives them. So how are they the ones that are in debt? Is it because their names are signed to it? Well, for that case, that is if that's the case, where is this $500,000 per girls going that was going towards this, $2 million patty? What company is living lavish? I bet the CEO is not living like that. So why are these girls, I'm sorry, why are these girls put in a expensive housing? Nobody I know from very humble beginnings ever had that. So who invests in girl groups like that or any group at that matter when they're in their baby infancy stage? You don't know if they're going to be this breakout success. So the company themselves is getting themselves in debt. But I so hope that this can backfire on them and makes their company go bankrupt. Now, I am sorry for every other group that is underneath that company, but just like New Jeans, there is collateral damage here, okay? And this company should not be allowed to get away with this. And if Mr. JYP himself is involved in this, I am definitely looking at him a completely different way, because this should definitely not be allowed. And all the other girl groups out there that are thriving, I'm questioning and side-eyeing them too. And I was just up here praising twice and how much I love them. But I'm also side-eyeing twice while I'm up there too. While they're up there too, because I'm just like, you're also underneath the JYP. So you're benefiting and this girl group is suffering. Anyway, that's all I had to say. And then another thing, spying, putting cameras, secret hidden cameras, peepee tom, in the building. So that is completely violating teenage girls. If you catch my drift, they may be of age, but you're spying on teenage girls in their housing that they don't realize that they're being spied on. Okay, so who knows what and who knows what who saw in that house? Okay, let that marinate. I paused so you could just think about that. Moving on from JYP, let's talk about some great news that is wonderful to end off on. New Jeans. Speaking of justice for companies, although I'm not sure because I allegedly heard that New Jeans' contract cannot be terminated, so they're still a part of Hybe or Adore. But whatever, New Jeans has created their own Instagram account called Jeans for Free. I'm so happy for them. I'm definitely following their Instagram. I wish they had a TikTok, but that's okay. That's okay. I will follow them on Instagram, and whatever they post on Instagram, I will make sure to put it in here because I am definitely following New Jeans. Justice for New Jeans. New Jeans never dies. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this lengthy but structured K-pop recap because there was quite a lot that I found and quite much that I want to get off my chest. But also, even though there's some heavy things that we have to talk about K-pop, I also love to liven it up, enlighten it up, and talk about the things that brings me joy in K-pop when we have all these terrible things to look back at. Yeah. On the flip side, I should probably started it off heavy and ended it off light, but that's okay. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Sunflowers! You guys, this is not a drill. Alexa is back. I found that out just when I was going through TikTok at the last minute to make sure that I covered everybody, because there was some last minute videos that I found last night. And when I include Alexa in my segment of twice, I did not know that meant that Alexa was coming back. Her song Under the Armor was weirdly a blend of Do or Die and Bomb. Her early days, like if you don't know Alexa, please go check out Alexa. I love Alexa. And her choreography was also a bit of a mixture of Villain and Wonderland. So she definitely has a style. I'm not sure if ZB label. No, she didn't make that label. It's a label that I think allows her to have creative freedom, because the fact that her music still sounds the same, like a whole 5 years later, like I listened to this song and it brings me back to like old days. I was like, oh my God, Alexa's back. Alexa's back. Okay, that's all I had to say. Please check out Under the Armor. And if you have not checked out Alexa, I will list down every Alexa song that I like. Bomb, Do or Die. We could pass Villain. No, not Villain. Kitty Run, Wonderland, and Under the Armor. Yes, okay. I love Alexa's style. Like whatever genre of music she loves, I am down for this like techno, like futuristic robotic sound. Like whatever this sound Alexa really loves, that she still has curated 5 years later, that she has not let it go. I want to know this genre, and I know it's some type of EDM, but I don't know if I could just figure out what it is that Alexa likes, maybe I could dive more into that genre, because this Chef's Kiss, unless this is just an amalgamation of what Alexa likes, I like Alexa's style. So with that being said, please go check out Alexa and UDTT. Those two females, please check out. Thank you. And sunflowers now.